Hi, this is Tracy Hedge, and we're covering a section today on dinosaurs, paper airplanes, and Legos. And we're going to show a couple of different sets of how to take pictures of your kids with great color and exposure while they're playing and having fun with their toys, sometimes in their room, maybe outside, but just some ways to approach them and take great photos. Here we go. So here we have these lovely boys playing with dinosaurs today. If you want to take a look at that. We don't want to run up and disturb them until we're ready to take pictures. So sometimes you'll say that they're in that area. You'll put maybe a stuffed animal or something in the area, and then you'll aim your camera at it. We'll put it in the AV mode. And since we're inside, we'll set up a higher ISO, maybe like 640 or something like that. And then you have your 50mm on, which allows you to have the wider apertures that we talked about. And I have my focus point set to the middle. So what I'll do is I'll go up here, and I have my my aperture at 2.2. So I'm going to aim at the stuffed animal, and I'm going to meter my camera just a little bit overexposed, just a little bit. And that looks great. It's got good light and good exposure. So I'm going to take this setting, turn it to manual, and then I'm going to put that setting into my camera here. So that was 125, 2.2, ISO 640. And then I'll test it again. That works great. So this is the same lighting situation, so now I can start taking pictures of the boys playing with their dinosaurs over here. So you get down low and you can get a couple of shots of them overall, and then you can move in close. So here we go. I'm getting a couple of shots of them playing overall. I'm aiming right at the boys just to get a good overall shot. So after I've taken an overall shot of the boys playing, and then I got down low and took one from far away of them playing, I went ahead and walked up a little bit closer to really get some cute shots of their hands playing with the toys together, playing with the dinosaurs. And sometimes when you get up close, you have to go vertical so you can include their head and their hands in the shot. So I'll put my focus on the toy that they're playing with, and then remember I'll tilt up. Also I'll focus on the toy and then tilt up to include their head in the shot. And I'll do that a couple of different ways, and I'll do horizontal just to get some different ones of them playing. Brandon, can we get a cute one of you holding the dinosaurs? Just pick your favorite one. You're gonna eat it? You're gonna eat the dinosaur? Sometimes if you grab another one, you can get their attention. Bram, does this one want chocolate? I think he might like some chocolate. Cute face shot right there.
Let's make the dinosaur.
Those are cute. Now we're in a boys' room where they are playing with Legos. And so if your kids are having fun playing with Legos, boys especially love playing with them, you can take a moment and capture some photos of them. So sometimes, like we talked about, you stand back and take an overall shot, and then after that, you start to get a little bit closer. You get down low. These guys are on the ground playing here, so you get down low to get their eye view of what they're playing with. This little guy's playing tabletop, so you could bend down and get this high easily to get some shots of him playing. You don't ask your kids to look up at you yet. You just let them play. And then after you get some great detail shots of maybe the cool thing they built with their Legos, and some great perspective shots of them just playing, then you can get a little bit closer and ask them to look up at you. So first off, it's a little bit dark in here, and what I have is my flash on here, my 580EX flash, and I'm going to again set my camera to AV mode. I put my ISO up to 1000 because it's kind of dark in here. Flash is off, and I'm going to meter this area. So it says 2.8 is the f-stop is what I've put it at, and then the shutter speed is 200. So I'm going to go over here to my camera, and I'm going to, yeah, that was pretty good. So I'm going to go over here and set it to that 200 and 2.8 at 1000. And that's pretty good. It's a little dark, so I'm going to go down in my shutter speed maybe to 125. When I look through the meter, it's a little underexposed, so I'm going to take my shutter speed down some more until it's just right. So now it's at an 80th. And on the scale for if it's overexposed or underexposed, it was right in the middle. Some flash. So after I have that setting, 80th, 2.8, ISO 1000, I'm going to turn on my flash. I have it in manual mode here. So there's ETTL, and I don't trust that. This is manual mode here. Your flash might be different, but if it's a 580X, then you just press the center thing and you can change your exposure if it's over or under. I'm going to put it at like 1/64th of power because I don't need a lot of power in here, just a little puff of light. Again, I have it aimed up and back. And then I'm going to take a picture with that and look at it. Too bright. Doesn't mean I need to change my flash. I like that setting. It just means that now I can take my ISO down, my shutter speed, and my f-stop can stay the same. So I'm going to take my ISO down 2 stops. It looks perfect. So I'm going to use that. And we're going to go ahead and get down low, get some great shots of him playing. Looks nice. And then we're going to get some detail shots of the Legos themselves. Nice. And down here, so I'm going to go back and get an overall shot of them. When you go back out of the room and your flash goes off, it's not going to help you because it's out of the room. So you'll need to take your ISO back up to what you had it at before that worked, which was for us was 1000. So I took it back up. So once you have a nice overall room shot, then you can move in close again. So that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to take our depth of field down to 1.8, and I know we won't need the flash then. You can tell that it's got a good exposure. It's just a great way to blur out some of the other things and really focus on a couple of Legos. Now we've shot a few of them overall, so now I might ask one of them to look up while they're holding their Lego. Hey, Bradley, can you hold one of your Lego things that you're working on and I can just look up at me?
Yeah.
Good. You want to do the thing where you aim it at me here? Nice Lego gun. Good. Now we'll get one of you guys just looking right at me. Can you get close to your brother more? Nice. Scoot forward a little bit, Brandon. Actually, scoot back, Brandon. And then Bradley, scoot forward. Okay. Nice. Lean in together. Hold your Lego sideways. Nice. That's a good one right there. 1, 2, 3. Smiling. Good. One more. 2 smileys. One more. And good. Perfect. Here we are, working on the next section of our chapter about dinosaurs, Legos, and paper airplanes. We have some wonderful boys out here doing paper airplanes today. And one of the things that I love is to show you how to use color and great exposure to make your pictures look great. We have colored construction paper to make their paper airplanes out of so that when it's flying through the air, you can actually see where the paper airplane is. And we've got the boys sitting out here. I'm going to meter the light. I'm going to put it on AV mode. I'm going to aim at the boys. I'm going to meter it. Came up 640, 2.8, so I'm going to switch it over and set it to that. 6/40th of a second, 2.8. I have my ISO at 200. I'm getting down low to get a good perspective and let the background fall off behind the boys. Yeah, it's awesome, Brad. Very good. And this looked great if you want to take a look at how the shot's turning out. It's got great color. Their clothes are colorful. They have a colored paper airplane, and then they're just having fun. They're far enough away from any structures near them that when I use a 2.8 depth of field, it's really nice and blurred out behind them. Okay. Let's have somebody make an orange one, and then you guys can start flying them. We'll get some shots of them folding it.
A cool thing I can make it's going to take me a minute.
It's going to look really cute. This is a cute shoot. Great idea. I love it. The sun just came out after we metered, and I noticed that it's a little too bright. So I'm looking through my viewfinder, and I'll just increase my shutter speed, and it just took care of it. So as the sun comes in and out of the clouds, I might need to just adjust my shutter speed as needed. Oh, wow. Oh, those spinny kind? I like those. We're really getting the benefit of the sun actually shining on their skin in a nice soft way. It makes it great exposure. So I got a shot of it from behind. Now I'm going to go behind them while they do it. Okay, now throw it back towards me. Good. Go back out on the grass right there to throw it. Nice. Yeah. I want to encourage them to be in this one spot now since they're moving more, so I don't have to change my exposures back and forth. Stay right in that area and throw them around. Nice. I love it. So I was firing really fast so that I can get some of the plane in flight near them. I like this. Come check this out. You see one getting ready to throw the plane and one with it in the air. Now the ones before it only showed one, so you have to take some together so that you get the shot you want. But you can kind of at least set up the spot where you want them to be so they're both in your frame. Get them to throw it and just keep shooting. And that's how you get great color and exposure with boys playing with paper airplanes. Give them some color construction paper, put them outside, let them have some fun making them, throwing them around. Get your settings right on your camera and expose nicely and just let the colors pull in. Also, if you want to have a great blue sky, remember if you shoot the sky opposite the sun, it's going to be bluer than if you shoot the sky on the same side as the sun. So again, if you want to bring in more color, blue sky, green grass, colored paper airplanes, then you shoot opposite the sun. Thanks.